Hello guys, Pavel with you, and today we will have a video about a simple distillation when we just take our mash and do a raw alcohol for further distillation or rectification, reflux operations, whatever. So very simple distillation. We have a pot, we have a Contronius automation system, we have several temperature sensors connected to Contronius. We have a water valve automatic to start water when distillation when temperature in the pot goes closer to the boiling. We have a liquid sensor. If our tank is going to overfill, it will stop distillation and make a signal for us to change tank. And that's it. It's a very simple process. Let's look closer to the screen, and I will explain you what's in the screen, how you can set up your initial equipment and how we can move forward to distillation. In the beginning, it's a good idea to check your sensors and valves and all equipment we connected to our controller. We have a screen, setup screen and checking screen. We have 3 temperature sensors. How should we understand which sensor is which? For example, we can take one sensor from a pot, touch it by hand, and see the temperature is changing in port T1. So in port we have a T1 sensor. Same measurement we can do with exhaust unit, withdrawal unit, with exhaust water temperature sensor, and understand which sensor is which. This information will be needed for us in a template setup. Next, we can see our additional sensors. In port A2 I have a water liquid sensor. It prevents overflow of distillate in my tank, so I can touch it and see it works. It works that way. Water goes up, and when tank is full, we have a signal and request to change the tank. And you can check, for example, your valve. I have on channel 1 a valve which starts water, cooling water in my system, so I can switch it on and see if water is running. It's okay in my case. It's on, water is running. Okay, I can stop it. Next, I know the setup of my temperature sensors. I am sure that my valve is working, my liquid sensor is working. I can exit the screen. It's very important to exit it, because in this screen controller is fully blocked. It works only with you and with your checkings. It's not work with web interface, so we're leaving. And next we have to go to web interface and configure our process. It's a one-time configuration. Next you can run your distillation without any configuration from the screen. But first initial configuration should be done in a web browser. It can be some mobile unit or laptop or desktop, whatever. I will move to desktop for you to see in more details. I will record screen and we will go through template configuration. Before we start our distillation, we have to edit our template and configure it regarding to our equipment set. Let's go to the edit or create. If you do it first time, we have a template we have to type in our temperature sensors. In T1 slot we have a pot. In withdrawal unit we have a T2. Okay, withdrawal. And we have an exhaust water sensor just for safety. We should name them. We can use a cutoff. For example, we can choose cutoff for the pot. If temperature in the pot goes closer to 98 centigrade degrees centigrade, we will just stop the process. That will be the end of our distillation. The same we can do with a withdrawal, and our exhaust water temperature we can use as a emergency sensor, safety sensor. If exhaust water temperature will be above, for example, 65 degrees centigrade, the system will be stopped and everything will be cut off. It's a safety. We use a valve in output 1. It's a water supply valve. It supplies water automatically when the pot heats up. We are not using anything else. We are not using additional safety sensors for the reason, but we can add we can add liquid level sensors. Sorry, we have a liquid level sensor, so we will add it. We use a power unit induction plate. Heating startup power is 100%. Working power can be any. I use the same, but let's do a 99% just to have a difference and to check that we switched from one power to another. We have a volume of our dynamic in automatics 80%. I can do less or more. It depends on time of the day, where your automatics is situated, and so on. Pot temperature to switch to working power 70 degrees. When the temperature in a pot becomes 70 degrees, we change power from heating to working power and switch on valve to supply water. Okay, we can save process template, and we are ready to go. We can start process here or through controller. Oh, okay. We forgot to do one thing. We forgot to set up our cutoff temperatures, 98 degrees for the pot. For withdrawal unit, we can do 97, for example, or leave it 99 if we don't want to use it. Okay, I'll choose 97. And exhaust water 65 degrees. If something goes wrong, we can stop distillation. It's just information about atmosphere pressure and boiling temperatures of pure alcohol and water, just for your information. So it's pressure right now in my apartment. Okay, water supply valve is chosen, liquid sensor is chosen. Okay, we are ready to go. Okay, now we can start from a web browser, hitting the button here, or we can start from a screen. We can do both. It will be the same if we are close to the column and we have a standard distillation, everything is set up, you have the same equipment, you just can ignore taking a tablet and you can just start from a screen. Or you can start from a remote location, sitting on your sofa, whatever. Okay, let's start here. We just confirm, sorry for Russian, if you choose English it will be in English, and everything starts working. We have a pot sensor as a main sensor. You can change it, no problem. And we have graphs started to create, and let's see what happens. That's the only action you do. Next action will be when everything will be stopped and the distillate will be taken off. Let me show you my configuration. It's induction oven, plate, it's a tank. So that's it. Let's wait till the end of the process. Some time passed, we switch to the next step. After 70 degrees centigrade, controller switched on coolant water. You can see a temperature 14 degrees. It's a temperature in exhaust water. So the water is on, cooling is on. Temperature in withdrawal unit increasing, so we are going to start distillation. So everything is working as it should. Our controller can calculate some parameters. For example, we can calculate alcohol residue in the pot. It works very good on raw alcohol, but for mash it works as well. Not that precise, but more or less accurate. So it shows me that I have 16% in my mash of alcohol. It's more or less okay because I use a super high spirit yeast, so probably it's okay. It's a beginning of a distillation. As well, we can calculate quantity of alcohol in withdrawal. We take in consideration temperature in a pot, temperature in a withdrawal unit, some physics, some chemistry, and we calculate quite precise, with a precision about 1 or 2%, the spirituality of alcohol in withdrawal. You can use in the future, in the nearest future, some actions according to this figure. For example, at 40 degrees you can switch off your equipment or change tanks, whatever. So we just calculate this value and we can apply actions to it. As well, we can see some graphs. Temperature, it's a water temperature graph, it's a withdrawal unit graph temperature, it's a pot temperature, so you can monitor and control all your process through web or through mobile application, or come closer to the controller and look at the screen. We are close to the end of the process. Our raw alcohol is taken. The temperature is 95%, so we are close to the end. And I would like to show you our application for Android. It's going to be for iOS. The language depends on your local settings. It's in Russian. For English, it will be English. We can control any parameter of our distillation. We can get any notifications in our bar. So everything is working. iOS applications is on the way. It will be soon. Now Android application is ready for go. So let's wait for a finish of our process. It's really soon. Okay, distillation is done. You see the screen. Everything is okay. Sorry, it's in Russian. You will see it in English with your locale settings in web and in controller. the sign states everything is okay, its distillation is over because of temperature in the pot. So it was a quite boring process, boring because of think that you just hit the button start, and in 2 hours and 59 minutes you have your raw alcohol in your tank. That's it. Everything is shut down, water is not flowing, electricity is off, so you can unplug everything and clean your equipment, and that's it. So fully automatic process. I hope you enjoyed the video. In next series we will use this raw alcohol to produce high spirits using the pressure sensor and using all our automated algorithms Contronius can provide. Hope you enjoyed it. See you next time, and like, dislike, subscription, and write comments. Thank you. Bye bye.